Your son, the emperor, pays his respects to old Buddha. Your son, the emperor, pays his respects to old Buddha. Long live old Buddha.
Xiao Li, do you think an old woman like me still has the good fortune to live long when the emperor holds the lifeline of everyone and kills at will?
Old Buddha, your son awaits your instructions.
Await my instructions? Haven't you promulgated your imperial decree for reform without consulting me? How can there be instructions without consultation? Moreover, you are the emperor. How dare I give you instructions?
Oh Buddha, our country is being fragmented by foreign imperialists. The Qing Imperial Court is dealing with crisis after crisis. The whole nation is becoming weaker and weaker. I institute reforms to uphold our territorial sovereignty and prevent the collapse of our empire, which our ancestral emperors have so assiduously built.
Uphold our territorial sovereignty? Prevent the collapse of the Qing Empire built by our forefathers? What lofty objectives! I think the underlying reason is that you do not wish to be under my control.
You misunderstand me, oh Buddha.
Misunderstand you? I understand you perfectly. Look at this. This is high treason. Search your conscience, pause just a moment. When you were just an infant, caring for you with you in my arms. At 4 years old, I gave you the kingdom, a unilateral and bold decision. Conquered the opposing factions, gave you all the best education. Rong, commander with good intention, helps me in administration, also in consolidation of the Qing kingdom, and also your position. Filial piety, have you forgotten? Killing us with no rhyme or reason. Without me today, you will not survive tomorrow. You reciprocate my kindness with filial ingratitude, you idiot emperor.
Oh Buddha, Rong is an impediment to the progress of the nation. He and his faction decaying from top to the bottom, living in corruption, leading to decadence, trading official appointments in financial terms, like an apple rotten, needs elimination. Institute reforms, measures though draconian, they are necessary for the interest of the people and of its nation.
Promulgate reforms without prior consultation gives rise to the impression you have ulterior objective and motivation.
I have a clear conscience. I have noble intention, any public resentment against old Buddha, heading towards degeneration, digging state coffers, highly extravagant, building this white elephant, mounting allegations, gathering momentum, precipitous reform movement.
My job is to govern, and yours face the consequence. You and your stupid reform movement is just heading for damnation, and you plot my assassination. You are crazy, harbor such indoctrination. I have to take cognizance, uphold rules and regulations. The Qing kingdom has no tolerance for assassination. Is high treason. Emperor, you are courting death.
Oh Buddha,
Your servant has eliminated all Buddha's night.
I will eliminate you and your family roots.
Monsieur Buddha! Monsieur Buddha!
You rascal! How dare you show me your colors? To me, he who is bold will have his head rolled. Guards, drag him out and execute him.
Monsieur Buddha! Monsieur Buddha!
Achievers are conquerors, but you are a powerless emperor. Power, as you can see, is terrifying, and absolute power is shockingly terrifying. I hold absolute power, hence I act without compunction. I dispose of matters without compassion. That is why I can survive till today. You and your reforms. A reformer without power is doomed to fail. You should have drawn a lesson from the failure of the Taiping Rebellion. Whatever it is, your reform movement has trembled up certain consequences and ramifications. It's time to clear up the mess. Emperor, I will give you a short shrift. Tell me, who is the mastermind behind this mess?
I am the mastermind behind the reform movement. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Though you have no powers, you have the guts to own up. Do you remember that when you were 4 years old, I had you brought to the palace? I gave you the throne and the great Qing Empire. I brought you up well and gave you the best education. And now you turn against me? Do you know how much it hurts me? You are like a son to me.
A gentle reminder, O Buddha. His Majesty is more than keen, but less than kind. It's treason, O Buddha.
Yes, it's treason. The law must apply to all.
Mercy, O Buddha! Mercy! Mercy, O Buddha! Mercy,
Zhenfei, how dare you come here without being summoned?
Oh, Buddha, His Majesty is not the mastermind. I'm the mastermind. I planned everything.
Oh, Buddha, Zhenfei has nothing to do with the reform movements. I'm the mastermind. I'm the chief architect of the whole plots.
I'm the mastermind.
I'm the mastermind. I'm the mastermind, oh Buddha.
Quiet! Both of you claim responsibility. The emperor to protect Zhenfei and Zhenfei to save the emperor. Is this love? What is love so enigmatic and intangible that it can drive a couple to die for each other? Empress and Jingfei, do you now realize why both of you lose out to Zhenfei? Zhenfei is prepared to die for the emperor, but none of you has even asked for pardon for the emperor.
Oh Buddha, please pardon His Majesty. Zhenfei is the mastermind.
Quiet, you two idiots. Do I need you to tell me who the mastermind is?
Your humble servant Yuan Sikai pays respect to old Buddha.
Rise.
Thank you, old Buddha.
Yuan Sikai, you!
Emperor, behave yourself. This is my chamber. Yuan Sikai, what is the latest?
Old Buddha, Kang Youwei has sought asylum in the British Embassy and has escaped to Hong Kong, while Liang Qichao has left for Japan under the protection of the Japanese Embassy. Wen Tonghe, Tan Zhitong, and the other accomplices have been arrested. We are awaiting old Buddha's order.
Why is it that the foreign governments offer protection to our political agitators and criminals? Why can't they leave the Qing Imperial Court to deal with our own subjects and mind their own business?
Yuan Sikai, not only have you betrayed me, but you have also betrayed your close friends and colleagues.
Your Majesty, there's a tide in the affairs of men. We must take the current when it serves or lose our fortunes.
Yuan Sikai, Kang Youwei is the mastermind behind the assassination plot. Bring him and Liang Qichao back to me at all costs. Proceed immediately.
Oh Buddha, what's done is done. I beg of you to have pardon on my tutor Wong Tonghe and others.
Oh Buddha, the quality of mercy blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Mr. Wong Tonghe and the others were just carrying out the lawful instructions of His Majesty. Please have mercy on them.
Zhenfei, you plead for others when your own life is at peril? I have given you instructions that imperial concubines are not allowed to interfere with the administration of the state. You have repeatedly and defiantly flouted my instructions, and now you even try to teach me what to do?
Oh Buddha, as the Chinese proverb says, do not rear tigers and brew disaster.
You lean and hungry Li Lianying, you have always been the chief instigator and gossiper. Hiding under the shade of big tree, you have been a source of evil. You have bullied His Majesty long enough. I'll teach you a lesson today.
Oh Buddha, this is the most unkind step of all.
Zhenfei, how dare you climb over my head? I will not put you to death now. That would be too easy. I prefer to see both of you slowly moving in separate directions, you towards a torturing death, and he pining for his loved one. Xiao Li, Wen Tonghe is the emperor's tutor and is too old for execution. dismiss him from service, and send him back to his hometown. As for the others, execute them, but leave their families alone. Emperor, this is not mercy. It is political expediency.
Oh, Buddha, what about this pair of lovebirds?
Lovebirds! The emperor placed under house arrest in the ocean terrace, away from the palace. Guard him well so that no news from him shall surface. And as for Zhen Fei, lock her up in isolation. Let these two lovebirds pine for each other. Let them suffer this pain forever and ever. What has passed is but a prologue. We need to rewrite our scripts. Xiao Li, rope in the boxers and use them against the foreigners.
咋？
Slipping through bondage for a moment. Zhen Fei. Zhen Fei.
Suddenly I hear my name called. Who can that be at this time of the night?
Zhen Fei. Zhen Fei.
Sounds like His Majesty. How can that be? He is in prison in the ocean terrace and well guarded by the Empress Dowager's men.
Zhen Fei, open the door. I'm the emperor.
Do not deceive me. His Majesty is imprisoned in the ocean terrace. Even if he has wings, he would not be able to fly out of the dragnet.
Zhen Fei, open the door. It's me. Remember? Just you and me.
Oh, it's really the Emperor.
Zhen Fei,
Your Majesty. How do you come here? And in such attire?
I outwitted the gods. It has been snowing over the last few days. The waters surrounding the ocean terrace have frozen and turned to ice. I walk on ice. I dress myself as a eunuch to camouflage my movements.
Oh, Your Majesty, you are taking a big risk.
Zhen Fei, for you, I'm prepared to take any risk. Living in solitary confinement in ocean terrace is worse than death. I miss you very much. Never a moment passes without you in my mind.
Your Majesty, you have the Empress and Jing Fei to keep you company.
These 2 donkeys have been planted by the Empress Dowager to spy on me. I hate the sight of them. Zhenfei, you are the only one in my heart and soul. Don't you know?
Yes, Your Majesty. I'm the luckiest woman in this world. We share the same thoughts and feelings. This is what we call empathy, Your Majesty. But just you and me.
Yes, Zhenfei. Just you and me. Tranquility, all our sorrows and worries we bury, riding on a troubled sea, just you and me. We have to be steady, overcome all difficulties, just you and me. Just you and me, humming just like bees. Love is often sharpened by absence.
Love is often strengthened by presence.
Just you and me, just you and me.
Staying together again is not easy.
Cherish every moment and prepare for eventuality. Just you and me, just you and me. The future isn't going to be rosy, and possibly
In great catastrophe, wherein lies our destiny.
the future is full of uncertainties.
Expectations too often become frustrations. Who can foresee?
We are like birds in a cage, impossible to flee.
Determined and committed, high in Cantonese,
Could not save our country from ruin and calamity.
how I wish that we could shape our destiny. Just I and Your Majesty.
Just Zhenfei, you and me, in a world free of misery. We live happily.
Your Majesty, we must leave at once.
Oh Buddha is on her way.
It must be the work of those two women of leisure. We pay our respect to you, O Buddha.
Emperor, the Empress and Jing Fei reported to me that you were missing from the ocean terrace. I knew straight away that you must have gone to Peisanso. True enough, you are with this wretched woman. You dare to countermand my orders?
O Buddha, His Majesty did not countermand your orders. Your orders only stipulate His Majesty has to stay in the ocean terrace. Your orders did not prohibit His Majesty from seeing me.
Oh Buddha, Zhen Fei is quite right.
Quiet! If only the two of you have a fraction of Zhen Fei's intelligence, you would have won over the emperor. Stand aside. Xiao Li, you told me that your security network is so tight that even a fly cannot escape from the ocean terrace. How then did the emperor break through? Has your heart gone soft? You make me look stupid.
Pardon me, O Buddha. Pardon me, O Buddha. It never dawned on me that His Majesty could walk on ice.
Then break the ice before I break your neck.
Cha.
Emperor, probably you are oblivious as to what is happening outside the ocean terrace. Troops from the 8 allies have entered Peking to quell the Boxer uprising. Very soon they will attack the Imperial Palace. Their commander-in-chief, Field Marshal Count von Waldersee of Germany, has occupied my summer palace. Their firepower is too strong for us. We have to take refuge in Xi'an for the time being until Li Hongzhang rectifies the situation. You will come along with me.
What about Zhen Fei? I cannot and I will not leave without her.
You cannot leave without her? Love is a many splendid thing indeed. Even at this critical moment, you only care for this wretched woman. Xiao Den, escort the emperor back to the ocean terrace. Empress, accompany the emperor and help pack his belongings.
Oh Buddha, I beg of you, let me take Zhen Fei along.
You?
Oh Buddha.
Emperor, don't you trust me? Go before I change my mind.
Oh Buddha, but...
Go, Your Majesty. Jin Fei will always be with you.
Zhen Fei, let me take a closer look at you. Indeed, you are pretty and charming, like a flower in the sun blooming. No wonder the emperor he falls head over heels, to the extent of ignoring both the empress and your sibling. There's a problem appears vexing. I am just thinking of ways and means to solving. Soon the foreigners will be in Peking. They say to quell the Boxer uprising. more prey to the enemy. What shall I do? I'm still wondering.
The emperor and I should remain in Peking. We'll come to solution to end the uprising. Yeah, I respect him as the head of Qing. His Majesty is a clever king. Opportunity. That is what His Majesty sees. However, sadly is lacking. The trick of the pudding always is the eating. It is time he flaps his wings, not even for a day. No country should be without a king.
珍妃, you are really cunning, but I am no fool. You want the emperor to remain in Peking so that the foreign powers would deal with him as the emperor of the Qing Empire, and you, with your knowledge of foreign languages, would influence the foreign imperialists and help consolidate the emperor's position? What about me, then? Exiled in Xi'an and slowly but surely forced to drop the reins of power? What a sinister scheme. What a vicious woman you are.
This is the best solution to save our country and the Qing Empire from doom. Your connivance in the Boxer's attack on the foreigners is the cause of this disaster.
Enough, you little rascal. I'm more sinned against than sinning. You have the audacity to chastise me? He who is with me, shall he excel? He who is against me, shall he be expelled? Shall he get rid of her, this rebel? Throw her into the well, hear not what she yells. Take her away. Proceed to Xi'an.
Oh, Wickelmann, Count von Wörthersee.
Vielen Dank, Herr Li Hongzhang.
Please sit. Sprechen Sie English? I speak very little Deutsch.
Yeah, I can speak English.
Oh, good. Count von Wörthersee, I am honored to be appointed by the Empress Dowager Cixi to negotiate on behalf of the Qing government.
I am the Commander-in-Chief and the elected representative of the 11 foreign nations of the Allied forces in China.
Oh, good. We are here to seek settlement for the Boxers' uprising.
As we know, the Boxers are members of a Chinese secret society associated with the White Lotus sect. The Boxers were originally against the Qing government. However, supported by the old Buddha Cixi, they became anti-foreign. The Boxers progressively and aggressively mounted attacks on foreigners, missionaries, converts, and their property.
Mr. Waldersee, we are here today to seek a peace settlement. There is no need to go over what the Boxers did. Now, let us hear the proposals of the 11 nations.
Very well. Our 11 nations have agreed on the peace terms set out in this joint note. It contains 12 articles. The first is the demand for the death penalty of the 12 ringleaders of the Boxers, including Prince Duan and Prince Chuan, and the 119 court officials who had vigorously supported the Boxer movement. Their names are in the list.
Mr. Waldersee, the princes and court officials are subjects of the Qing Imperial Court. I assure you that the guilty ones will be severely dealt with.
Very well. We will take your word. The next concerns payment of indemnities to our allies for the cost of our military expeditions and the destruction of personal property. Total indemnity amounts to 415 million taels. Payment is to be completed in 39 years at 4% annual interest, with maritime customs, native customs, and salt gabelle as security.
450 million taels? This is extortion. You are just too demanding. You are just too demanding. Scheme to ruin the empire of Qing, just like wasp with poisonous sting with poisonous sting. Just like wolf in sheep clothing.
Keep cool and think, keep cool and think. Old Buddha in Xi'an is still waiting.
You are cunning, resort to threatening.
Mr. Li Honsang, you do not have much choice. Getting old Buddha back to Peking is of utmost importance.
All right, Mr. Waldersee. Any other demands?
The other terms and demands are set out in this document. You can see for yourself. Mr. Li, so hear me say, we'll have our way to let the Qing court pay and pay. I am okay, so you'll be okay. So I say, call it a day.
Mr. Waldersee, I hope you will not fall back on your words.
It is my word of honor. Mr. Li, let's proceed to sign the peace treaty?
Mr. Waldersee, please.
This document shall be called the Boxer Protocol. Today is September 7, 1901. All Allied troops will leave Peking on September 17.
The Boxer Protocol and the uprising. O Buddha and His Majesty and the entourage are back in Peking. His Majesty's health is fast declining, pining for Lady Zhenfei. Spends most of his time dreaming. His Majesty is still imprisoned in the Ocean Terrace and is critically ill. It really hurts me to see a bird in a golden cage perishing at a young age. But what can I do? I'm only a servant. The Imperial physicians have asked me to report His Majesty's condition to the Empress Dowager, who coincidentally is also quite ill. I must go now while His Majesty is asleep.
Where are you? Please come and see me.
Here I am, Your Majesty.
Zhenfei. I have not seen you for 8 years. All the time, I've been thinking of you. Now that I see you again, I shall not allow you to leave me.
Your Majesty, Zhenfei does not belong to this world any longer. Alas, our destiny is not for us to chart.
Zhenfei, you don't look happy at all. Why?
Zhenfei has a mixed feeling. It saddens Zhenfei to see Your Majesty now has become so pale and so frail. What a misfortune Zhenfei brings!
Wang Xu too has a mixed feeling. It saddens Guang Xu to think, what a useless king, powerless to save Zhenfei from harm and fail to safeguard the empire of Qing.
Zhenfei appreciates Your Majesty's love and caring. Therefore I've come this evening. I am concerned for your well-being.
My health is fast declining. Take me with you wherever you go. I don't want anything.
34 years Your Majesty has reigned. There are much pains and oh so many gains.
Ashamed of myself for being the emperor who is a weakling, subservient to Empress Dowager and her underlings. Though 6 mothers she has killed, they died because of my doing. In my ears I hear them still crying. Fight for the people's well-being. To reform you must be strong. Someday praises the nation will sing.
The end is coming. The sun is setting. The world is rapidly changing, and times are
Your Majesty, you are a good emperor. Unfortunately, your wings are clipped. Do not blame yourself. Your reforms failed because Yuan Shikai betrayed you. It is not your fault. In all human endeavors, it is always man proposes and God disposes. Your Majesty, you have done your best. It is just that we cannot change our destiny. Oh, Your Majesty, I hear the sound of footsteps. It is the Empress Dowager. I must leave now.
Zhenfei, when shall we meet again?
Meet again? We shall meet in the undiscovered country, from which boundary no traveler has ever returned. Take good care of yourself, Your Majesty. Goodbye.
Zhenfei! Zhenfei! Zhenfei!
Doctor, how is the Emperor?
Old Buddha, I'm afraid that His Majesty's kidneys are not functioning well. His Majesty is very, very weak now. I'm afraid he does not have long to live.
Oh, Buddha, we are afraid. We are afraid we may lose him.
Doctors, do your best for the Emperor.
Zhenfei, I wish to fly, but I have no wings. I wish to sail, but I have no boats.
My dear Emperor, at this critical moment in your life, you are still thinking of this wretched woman. Do you realize that she has ruined you?
No, oh Buddha, you are wrong. Zhenfei gave me warmth and love. She helped me in my work and always stood by me. No one else has ever showered so much love on me as Zhenfei. Oh Buddha, you for one never loved me.
No, no, you are mistaken. Not that I love you less, but that I love my country more.
Oh Buddha, you have never loved me. You have never loved your country. What you love is power, absolute power. What you want is control, absolute control. When you were only the concubine of our former Emperor Xianfeng, you had already schemed to seize power and control.
Yes, power is the peak of human aspirations. Only power can give a person the greatest happiness and satisfaction. It is so thrilling and satisfying to see everyone prostrating before me, asking for favor and begging for mercy, and knowing that I am the only one who can grant them their request. In fact, who can be a better ruler than I?
You are deceiving yourself, O Buddha. Your support of the Boxer movement had given rise to war against us by the 8th Allied forces. As a result, we had to accede land and sign humiliating treaties.
The Boxer movement.
Ponder over for a moment, a mistake one you never should forget. The Boxer uprising, causing chaos and resentment, lingers on the repercussion, leading to damnation.
Prince Tuan said to save the Qing kingdom, the Boxers were all dispatched from heaven. Strong and mighty they were, emboldened. They said they could resist foreign armaments. Shocked and stunned, I watched in abhorrence. Dawned on me it was a delusion. Sad and tragic, they were silenced. Death macabre and so gruesome. A swan like a jade with Too late I learn.
What's the use of regrets? The Qing Imperial Court has now sunk into the abyss of bankruptcy. People are suffering everywhere. Had my reforms been carried through, our country today would have been different. Oh Buddha, the empire of Qing is ruined in your hands.
I would have thought that, like the Chinese saying, a dying person usually has kind words. It appears that this is not the case. You blame me for everything. It was not easy looking after this vast country of 400 million people for 48 years, especially when there were internal rebellions and external invasion by the foreign powers. Although you are my nephew, I've always treated you like my own child. Although you have tried to dispose of me, I do not harbor any hatred against you. It is indeed unfortunate that you have developed such chronic kidney ailment. As your mother, I have engaged the best physicians in the country to attend to you. I have even asked Dr. Ditef, an eminent French physician, to treat your illness. I have not neglected your health.
You come to see me to make sure I go before you, oh Buddha.
No, dear. You are mistaken. Do you have any wish that I can help to fulfill?
Are you sure you can fulfill my last wish?
Yes, I can. I have all the powers.
In that case, my last wish is
execute Yuan? You want me to execute Yuan Shikai? Doctor? boxes were all dispatched from heaven. Strong and mighty they were, emboldened. They said they could resist foreign armaments. Shocked and stunned, I watched in abhorrence. Dawned on me it was a delusion. Sad and tragic, they were silenced. Death macabre and so gruesome. A swan like a jade with elegance. Now the jade lost its flawless appearance. A mistake I regret deeply in reminiscence. A sad lesson. Too late I learned.